What's pre-mission?
We're not doing this. It's not the same.
I forgot to hit the button. You all just missed a funny conversation. Oops.
You're bad.
My bad.
Not your bad. They're bad.
You're bad.
They're bad for not
They're bad.
not watching.
They're bad for not being here.
Yeah, they could have just came here.
That's true.
I shook my head semi-angrily at everybody. Now they know.
So apparently, we're not going into World War III. Just so you guys know.
Well, I never thought we were, so.
But the
Yeah.
internet did.
The internet is also full of fucking snowflakes.
I don't know.
Crackheads.
I always believe what the internet says. Like,
If it's on the internet, it
You
has to
know.
be true.
like when Abraham Lincoln says you should buy an iPod, like you would just believe that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
If it's on the internet, it's true.
Yeah.
Faux show. Faux show. Faux show.
That's how Jake learned how to get a girl pregnant. Once and done. You come at her once and that's it.
Done.
Gonna be a daddy.
She's pregnant. I'd be a dad a lot of times.
Me too.
Oops.
What's the dumbest thing on the internet that you've ever read and actually believed, and then later learned that it was false?
Nothing, because I don't believe anything on the internet.
You had to have at least once.
Basically
When-
anything I read on the internet.
You just believe it.
No.
There was one thing that like got my attention. I was like, this can't be real. And it was like, wrestler killed child after he snuck into the ring during a cage match. And it was like, it had the Big Show. Someone photoshopped him like holding a little kid. And it looked real. But it was just like this little tiny image for the thumbnail. And I was like, what the fuck? And I
Yeah.
went through reading it. And then I was like, this would have been all over if this actually happened. So
Yeah.
that was the closest I ever came to believing something.
Do you remember before you knew what, like, the, what do you call it? The, not fake news, but the joke. What do you call them?
Spoofs?
Meme.
Not the
Meme?
memes.
Memes?
No, like they pretend to be actual news sites, but like they're fake, and they just they take a real story and then
Oh, like the Onion?
yeah.
Yeah.
Before I knew that it existed, and I knew it existed, but I didn't realize that they were like making real articles.
Yeah.
And then you read them and you're like, no,
No.
that can't be true.
Like what?
And then you look it up and you're like, oh.
Did you think the penis fish was a fake news article?
I did
Yeah.
actually. When I looked it up, I Googled it, and it was like on all the like
Credible sites.
well, it was on like Fox and NBC and all that, which I don't know if they're credible, but
More credible than like others.
if they're on there, it's probably semi-real.
Yeah.
So since you brought it up, that makes me believe you had something that you believed that was not true.
Oh, there's tons of things.
Like what?
I just don't know them off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll think about it.
I
You
can't
read
think of
one
anything.
that
Yeah.
said, take this test to find out if you're not gay. He took the test. It said not gay, and he believed it. He still believes it to this day.
I wish I could remember, because I know there were some dumb ones. I'll try to remember as the conversation goes on. But
I feel left out because I don't have a hoodie on.
do you
Sorry,
want to go
bud.
get one?
No.
Tight.
That's a lot of work.
So you know how I told you I bet I lost 5 pounds while I
Uh-huh.
was sick?
Yeah.
I lost like 3.
You gotta work harder. on
Half
your
of
goals.
one of those pounds might have been all the hair I cut off of him today, but
That was a lot of hair. I got a haircut today.
yeah, he did.
Nice. No one will ever see it because he just wears the hats anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now when I don't wear a hat when I'm at home, my hair's not going to be like right here.
He looked like an emo kid.
Yeah, I did.
It was funny.
It was getting real long and annoying.
Yeah, that's way annoying.
I had to like comb his mohawk over to
Mine-
the other side, and he looked like one of those like emo lesbian chicks that like shaves one side of their
God
head.
hates me.
Mine was getting long and doing that, and I had to keep doing the emo flick, and I'm like, no, I hate doing that so much.
I mean, mine looked bad. Yours just looked real bad. Austin he watched one of our videos. He's like, "Oh shit, Chris cut his hair." He's like, "What, did you guys make fun of him too hard?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we did."
That's not why I cut it.
I don't believe you.
I also
I read it on the
believe-
internet.
Yeah,
If-
it has to be true.
If I didn't want you guys to make fun of me, I probably wouldn't have just shaved my head. Because that's even worse.
How's that worse?
Because there's lots of jokes to go with that. You know, like the KKK.
Yeah,
and
but
all
we're-
That joke was made
Yeah, we
earlier.
already did that.
When you weren't here, we checked the YouTube video, which by the way is now up. It has a sound. I don't know what happened with that. Sorry guys, but we checked it, and he was like, "Chris looks like he's trying to join the Klan."
It was just like the way your hair was, and then like you were all like proper, and your hood was like your collar was up to here.
Mhm.
You just looked like you were trying to join.
And you just looked mad.
I was wearing the wrong attire though. I forgot my clown robes at home.
You probably shouldn't do that, man. You'll never get in that way.
I know. You can't half-ass things like that.
No, you can't.
Like if you're gonna do it, you got to do it.
Maybe that's why Isaac stopped like bringing his people around.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You people, huh?
I mean, they're just people.
Yeah.
They're just like.
Isaac probably
You
got
and
drunk and
me.
went through your closet one day and found like a white hoodie. Probably went through your closet and found like a white hoodie and he's like, "Oh, no more of this."
Can't have that now.
Whatever. If Isaac found that in my closet, he would definitely put it on and come out like, "What's this?"
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He would.
And then he wouldn't remember it, kind of like he didn't remember pooping in your trash can and wiping his ass with your hose.
I want to say I can't believe he did that, but it doesn't even surprise me.
Was it
No.
steaming? Was there like steam
Yeah.
coming off of? Yeah, because it was kind of
Yeah.
cold that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sitting outside with him, and I was like, "So why did you do that?" And he's like, "I had a poop." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "The bathroom was like 30 steps that way." And he's like, "Yeah, but I was smoking, and I can't smoke in the house." And I was like, "You know what? Fair enough."
At least he has the decency to smoke outside.
I asked him, I was like, did it start out as like a joke, like, "Oh, I'm going to take a poop out here," and then you pushed a little too hard and poop actually came out? And he was like, "Well, yeah, that sounds about right." And then Scott was like, "You were the only one out here." And then I came out and you were laughing. And I asked what was so funny, and you said, "I pooped in the trash can." So I don't think it started out
Yeah,
as a
dude.
joke, unless it was like a joke with himself.
I don't think he remembers.
No.
So everybody had came inside, and he was just out there for like 10 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
So I went walking out there, and he's just standing in the corner, like leaning in the trash can. I was like, "What you doing?" And he turns around, he's like, gave that stupid ass Isaac look, and he's like, "Nothing." So I come walking over there, and he's like, "What you doing?" He's like, "I pooped."
The
And then-
pooping in the trash can isn't that bad, but the fact
Yep.
that he wiped his ass on your hose is
He
that's
cleaned it
taking
off.
Yeah, he jerked your hose off real
So
good.
after he did that, I kind of laughed, started walking away, and I stopped, and I was like, "How'd you wipe your ass?" He started laughing again. And he looks over at the hose, and I'm like, "No." I go look at the hose. Sure as shit, there's poo on the hose.
Pun
you
intended.
like you wiped your ass on the hose. He's like, "I didn't want to use my hand."
At least he had the decency to put it in the trash can and
That's
not
true.
just on the ground.
Were you guys intending on throwing that trash can away prior to the poop in it, or was that like?
It was
"All right,
kind
now
of
we
one of
have to
those
throw it
things
away"?
that just sit in your backyard until you're sick of looking at it, and then you throw it away.
So you didn't want to start smelling it and get sick of
It's not
smelling
like-
it and looking at it,
Okay, I guess no, we weren't using it or needed it, so
so it didn't matter.
no.
Sick.
It was an old garbage can that was just used for weeds
And poop,
and poop
fertilizer.
and fertilizer.
You could have made a
Oh yeah, it was
garden.
my dad's garbage can. Wasn't even mine.
That's even better.
I know.
You should go give it back to your dad.
Should have mailed it to him. Be like, "Hey, you forgot your garbage can. I'm sending it to you."
Do you know if you want to mail poop, you can just say that you're shipping brownies, and then it's not classified as like a biohazard anymore. They don't look that into it.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Or is that one of those things you
Is
read
that on the internet?
No. Okay. So the Other People's Lives podcast that I listen to, that I told you guys to listen to, they were talking to this lady that used to sell panties, and she was like, "There's people that request that you shit in your panties, and you have to like put it in a Tupperware,
Ew.
and then when you ship it, you tell the people that you're shipping brownies so that they don't look into it and like classify it as biohazard, because then you can't ship it because it's a biohazard and you can't send biohazard shit through the mail.
Okay, so can you really send shit through the mail?
If
or
you
not?
classify it as a brownie.
But what if they like actually did look at it? Would you get in trouble?
I don't know if you'd get in trouble, but you wouldn't be able to send it because
And
it would
who
be
the fuck is ordering panties with shit in it?
some sick fucks.
Like, why
I'm
shit?
not even sure what to say right now.
There's some weird
why,
fucking people
why
out
shit
there,
though?
dude.
Like, why not just some crusty panties or something? You know? At least be
like a
semi-normal.
full-on log.
I don't know.
Or just like
she didn't go
poo
that into
stains,
details.
So you just get a log and just wrap it up.
And he's like, people want poo stained underwears. I'm all over that.
I got plenty of those.
There's people that like also like go out of their way to like make people like women that sell panties get a yeast infection and wear them for like 3 days so that they end up crusty, and send it to them because they like the smell, I guess.
I can't imagine that it would smell good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Some sick people
Hey,
out
man,
there.
To each their own, I guess.
I wonder if they like wrap it around their wiener and like jerk off with the crusties, or like they just smell it and jerk off with another pair of used panties.
For the second time in about 3 minutes, I'm
Okay.
speechless.
So here's my thought. We got to track down one of these people,
Uh-huh.
get him on the podcast.
'Kay.
We need to answer some fucking questions here.
We can do that.
I
All right.
okay.
Okay.
I don't really want to, but
Okay, wait. The people that sell the panties or the people that are buying the panties?
Both.
Either
Either?
Both.
Okay.
would
Both?
be interesting.
Like at the same time or 2 different episodes?
oh, we've only got one more mic.
Do we know anyone that sells their panties? Hey, if you sell your panties and you want to be on the podcast, hit us up. We have questions that need answers.
They've got answers.
Exactly.
They need questions. I'm sure.
If
we
you're the
could-
creep that buys the poop underwear, just
I'm sure
Never
we could
mind.
find someone of one of those varieties through somebody.
Craigslist is a thing. We could easily find someone.
you really want someone from Craigslist in your basement, though.
No, we're not bringing them to the house. We'll just like record it through like something on the
Oh.
computer, like a phone call.
That's fair.
Eef.
Then we don't have to bring them into my house.
Icky.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just poop in your panties and send them to me, please?
However,
they'll pay like $50 for a used pair of panties.
dude, if someone
For
wants
one pair of panties.
to buy my underwear with shit stains in them for $50, also hit me up
Yeah.
because I got plenty.
I got church underwear.
I'll
Somebody
one-up
wants
him.
them. They're holy.
I'll sell you a poo-stained pair of panties and a picture of my feet for $50.
Damn, a twofer?
Yeah.
Damn,
Dang.
you can get 50 for each of those. That's a good deal. Y'all
Dibs.
creeps better like
Dibs.
jump on that.
Sold?
So you're gonna put some panties on though, right? Because you said a poo stained pair of panties.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Are you gonna like lay them on your feet and then take a picture?
Yeah.
Tight.
And then I'll send
Do I get the pictures and the panties?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Some creep is gonna click on this podcast and be like, "Oh, my dream."
But for real though, like I would sell pictures of my feet for like money.
Oh yeah, I would too.
I'm still trying to get AJ to do that. It's like, hey, I will.
She ain't never gonna do it.
I know.
Kind of like she said she wanted to be a barber out of nowhere.
Yeah, so apparently my wife wants to be a barber too. She's never said this to me
Since when?
once in my life.
That's what I asked him.
Yeah.
While I was cutting his hair, I was like, "So, how long's AJ wanted to be a barber?" He was like, "What?"
She's never said that to me once in my life. I knew that she was going to try to get him in contact with a chick she knows that owns a barbershop so he could go like work there. But apparently she wants to be a barber.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
Bro, you think you text my wife enough? God.
No,
Oh, okay.
I text her too much, and there's only like 10 messages between both of us. She said, "But I told Scott I want to be a barber,
No, she didn't.
and he said you too." So I was like, "Oh, he should follow them." Talking about this thing on Snapchat.
you guys could have like a bestie relationship.
That's what I said. They
With
could go to
barbership.
school together.
Yeah.
Oh
You could cut each other's hair.
no, I'll cut her hair. She ain't touching mine.
I think she could be like a makeup person. I don't see her doing hair.
I think she could be like a hairstylist,
Eh.
but
If-
not specifically like in a barber shop that focuses like mainly on men's haircuts and shit.
I don't.
I think she could also.
She should get into hair extensions and shit. She loves that stuff.
Fucking weird.
Yeah. All you have to do is invest in a step stool so she can reach the heads.
Do either of your women wear extensions?
No.
No.
Oh, well, you guys don't understand. Every time she dyes her hair, she has to buy a new pair of extensions, or she tries to. I always tell her, fuck off.
Aren't they expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like $150.
And they only last like what, 2 months, if that.
I don't know. Do they have an expiration date?
You're not supposed to wear them for like a certain amount of time.
I never let
From
her
what
buy
I
new ones.
understand.
Every couple of years. Shit's expensive. Fuck that.
How expensive?
Like $150, man.
Why doesn't she just like grow her hair out?
Her hair's long now. It's like
Yeah.
down to the middle of her back.
And she still
wants
wears them?
extensions. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't
So that
understand.
her hair will be down to the middle of her back.
Oh, that's where her hair is.
Uh-huh. With the extensions?
No, without.
But how do you know?
Because I've seen it.
But
She doesn't. She always takes her extensions out. She doesn't wear them half the time, but she has to have them.
Do you know this from like pulling on it, like in doggy, or
Dude, that's the best.
no comment? No comment.
No, she doesn't wear them like most of the time. Only like
Have you ever accidentally ripped them out?
no, maybe no, I have not.
Could you imagine dudes that are like, oh, I gotta get new beard extensions.
Is that a
It's
thing?
not long enough.
If it's not, we're gonna start making them and fucking make profit.
Tight. Let's do it.
We could like get it so that the like different curly ones for like different styles of beard.
We should get like instead of extensions, just make like fuller chins.
Just make stuff so you can plug into those patches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right here. I just need like two things right there. Remember when my shit wouldn't grow there and now my mustache is growing out to there so it looks like it grows there a little bit?
All
Except
right,
for,
it's like
right
a comb
there.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't get hair right there. That's all mustache.
Hold on, lift it up again. That's,
Yeah, it's all mustache.
you just have to grow that little bit out.
Mine doesn't grow right here. So if I just shaved like my goatee area, I'd have some sick ass mutton chops.
Oh yeah.
You should do that.
You should do that.
Mutton chops are a thing.
If
If
I
you're
wasn't
Amish,
if I wasn't so like against
Oh.
shaving my beard, we could do like a beard punishment thing, but I'll never fuck with my
yeah,
beard, so
we already made the rule between our group that beards are off limits.
because that would be some shit. Like you would definitely not want to. He wouldn't give a shit because
I don't
he'll
care.
get food in his beard and shave it. But
Well,
Hey.
he doesn't go clean shaven. He just trims it down really low.
to like what he's at now, basically.
Yeah, but if you're saying like shave it all off, none of us are willing.
No,
to
but
do
like
that.
not
I
shave
don't
it
even know
all
if you're
off.
willing to shave your face.
Bald?
Yeah,
He
I'll
does
do
it
it.
every now and then.
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, I'm saying, but like if
I
you
look
were
like
to
I'm
lose,
fucking 12 when I shave my face. It's,
It grows
it's
back.
Gross.
I don't even remember what I look like.
Mine grows so fast that like I don't care. Like I could just wait a couple months and it's just back to normal. So I just do it
Fuck
all.
you. Fucking asshole.
I think he's scared to shave because
It won't grow back.
it won't grow back.
No, it'll grow back, but it would take
Like 2 years.
way too fucking long.
Yeah.
head-
Everyone else would be back here and he'd still be back like just to this.
My head grows extremely fast. My chin
Dude,
does not.
my head hair grows way too fast.
Yeah, mine too.
And my ball hair.
Yeah.
And my ass hair.
Do you shave your ass hair?
Do I have to shave around my butthole? Otherwise I get like takes too many wipes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You ever poo and have like poo get stuck in your butt
Yep.
hairs and then
Uh-huh.
it like
Yep.
seals your
Uh-huh.
butt together?
Yep.
Yep.
And then when you go to poop,
Yep.
it like feels like it's tearing.
Yep.
Yep.
It's the worst feeling ever.
Yep.
You
And
have
that's-
to push like extra hard just to get it to go through, and you're like, ah!
That's when you finish pooping and you're just like, all right, get in the shower, start shaving that bitch off.
That's about the time I shave my butt. When it
That's the
starts.
worst when it's like that,
Yeah.
and then you shave it and you have like you pull the razor up and it's like this big old long poopy hairy thing. And you're
Well,
just
that's like one of those showers where you lock the door so your wife doesn't walk in because you're going like this.
because you got your leg up on the wall. And you're like,
You somehow managed to teach yourself to do the splits in that
Yep.
exact moment.
and then after you shave it, the next poop, it's like
That's
one,
great.
one wipe, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, that's so
The
awesome.
worst part about it is when the hairs start to grow back in and it's all prickly.
Yeah, it's real annoying. It
Yeah.
itches so
You're-
bad.
yeah. Just for like the next 3 days.
And
That
you look
would-
like a fucking
itching your
crackhead,
butthole.
always itching your asshole.
That would just be one conversation I would never want to have with my wife. She walks in while you're shaving her asshole. You're like, got that deer in the headlight. What you doing?
Is that my razor? No.
If she'd listen to the podcast,
How'd you get in here?
You wouldn't have to have the conversation. She just know.
That's true. But she doesn't. It's okay.
Her loss.
I like how she commented on on Isaac's Facebook thing and like, there's no sound. I'm like, you don't even listen.
Yeah, seriously, how would you know, woman?
She texted me, hey, your podcast doesn't have any sound. I was like, well, partially true. The audio versions have sound. The video doesn't. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's weird because I rendered them out at the same time.
I didn't even know. And then Brittany called me when she was on her way to work. She's like, "Hey, your podcast has no sound on YouTube," and I was like,
Cool.
so I looked it up really quick, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
wonder if
Tony
they
told
know."
me, and she was like, "Hey, so your podcast doesn't have any sound," and I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, YouTube doesn't have any sound," and I listened to it like the audio version earlier in the day, and I was like, "What?" And then I did the same thing. I looked it up, and I was like, "Well, that's fucking weird." And then I was just so busy for like 3 days that I wasn't able to fix it.
Yeah.
Have you posted on any social medias?
Not recently.
We got to figure out what we actually want to put up there.
That's true.
It's part of the New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
We'll have to get on that when we're all done fucking dying.
I think I'm like 98% normal now. I think I'm just gonna go home and like pass out after this, and then I'll be good.
That sounds fair.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Scott have been sick for like
I
2
got over
days.
being sick, and then these two idiots got sick.
It was brutal.
Well, I was sick, and then I wasn't sick, and then I got sicker.
Yeah, he was like,
I was sick
I
last
told him
weekend.
I was sick at work, and he was like, "Oh, that sucks. I was just sick," and I was like, "Yeah." And then like the next day, he's like, "I'm dead."
But it's like I was sick like with a cold,
Yeah.
and then I was healthy like a day later, and then I wasn't sick, and then he was sick, and then I got what he had, but like worse.
Has your daughter been sick?
No, surprisingly,
My son's sick as fuck.
we thought
It's bad.
I thought she was because
I thought that's how he got it, was from like if you gave it to Audrey, and since they go to the same daycare.
So Thursday night, she went to bed at like 7. She was like, "I'm tired." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Oh fuck.
And then so I texted Brittany in the morning. I'm like, "Did she go to daycare?" She's like, "Yeah, she was fine." I was like, "Thank God,"
I dropped my son off at daycare.
because Brittany got sick too.
Yeah, I dropped my son off at daycare on Thursday, and by the time I got to work, it takes me 15 minutes, if that, to get from his daycare to my work. I'd gotten a text from the daycare saying, "Hey, he's thrown up twice already. You guys need to come pick him up." And I was like, he was totally fine. Like, he was playing with me this morning, and he was playing with the daycare lady when we dropped him off. And then all of a sudden he just started puking, and he can't keep anything down. We'll feed him, and he just bleh. Like the other day, he walked up to me and he was just playing, and then he smiled at me, and then he just bleh, like all over my feet and everything. It was fucking gross.
Tight.
And he puked for like a minute and a half straight. Just
Dude.
bleh, bleh.
I think this is the first time me and Brittany have both been sick at the same time since we've had a kid. It sucks.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you
it's
both
awful.
just want to sleep.
Yeah.
And
one of you can't.
yeah, and then we're working different shifts, so like I go pick her up and I'm sick, and then I'm like, luckily she's at that age where she'll just like sit and watch TV, so I just like lay on the couch and be dead. But then
With my son, if we fall asleep and he wants us to wake up, he'll just grab a toy and smack us in the face.
yeah, Audrey will come up and Dad, and then if I don't wake up, she'll just start yelling really loud.
How old were your kids when they first got sick? Like their first actual sickness?
Like, what do you mean?
Like when they were first actually got sick?
Like a cold?
Yeah.
I don't know, like 6
Aren't they
months.
really bad when they're kids?
It's
No, you
not
just,
bad. There's just nothing you can do about it because they're so young. You can't give them medicine,
and then
so
you
they have
just
to, like, fight it off.
overreact because
It's your first time dealing with it,
yeah, and you know that they're babies and their immune system sucks.
and you feel bad as a parent because like you want to help, but there's literally nothing you
My
can fucking
thing
do.
was when they're that young, when they're just infants, you're like, you don't know whether to take them to the hospital,
Yeah.
because like you don't want to waste the money, but like the simple shit can get bad real quick in
And
a
it's
baby.
so hard to tell, like especially around the age that like my son and your daughter is like you don't know if they're teething or if they're actually sick because teething can like give them the same symptoms as being
Yeah,
sick,
they get like fevers and shit like
diarrhea
that.
and like runny noses and shit, and they'll start coughing. Sometimes they
That-
can puke from teething. It's
Kaylee hasn't been sick yet.
It's way easier when they start talking because then they'll be like, I'm sick.
yeah.
You're like, cool, that was easy. Here's some medicine.
I'm hoping she gets my immune system because AJ sucks. She's always sick. I'm never sick. Rarely. Guess I can't say never anymore.
Yeah, I get sick like maybe once or twice a year.
This year's been bad for me. I don't know why.
I wasn't sick at all in 19. Then first month of this year I was killed
That's
me.
good. Just get it over with.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Seriously.
one done.
Yeah.
Normally, I get sick when the season change. I get sick like twice a year.
Last year I was sick as fuck all the time. I don't
Seriously,
know
you
why.
were.
I don't know why, because we've known each other for what, 6 years now, and I was like hardly ever sick. But last year I was fucking sick all the time.
You remember growing up, I was sick all the fucking time, and then my immune system like matured, finally hit puberty. Now I never get sick.
I never used to get sick. I just used to get fucking medical issues.
My immune system like turned into what yours was. You'd get like sick, and 6 hours later you'd be better. That's kind of what mine is now. Unless but when I get sick, I get sick.
Yeah, if I just get like a regular cold, I can just sweat it out.
Yeah.
Call it good.
I just had like colds like a motherfucker all last year. I never like, well, that's not true. Last year I was pretty much what you guys were dealing with, but mine lasted like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were sick a lot.
I was puking for like 2 weeks. That shit sucked. I hate being sick.
Me fucking too, man.
Do you know what I hate about having the shits?
You can't trust a fart.
That's one of the worst things. But the other bad thing is like you're shitting like every 20 minutes, right? And you're wiping so much, your asshole
it
just
feels
gets
like you ate a
raw.
Carolina Reaper.
Dude, so before I got better yesterday, every time I would shit, it wasn't even poop anymore.
Just liquid.
Like, you know when you puke and you're like done puking out food and stuff, it's just
acid.
bile.
Yeah.
Every time I would poop, I'd look in the toilet. It was just clear. There was nothing coming out, but it was still pissing out
I've
my
had
ass.
that before.
It was
I didn't
fucking
have
weird.
that this time, but I've had that before. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know that could come out your ass. It was fucking whack. And then it finally happened. I dropped like this little pebble of poop, and then I farted, and it wasn't liquid. I was like,
I think the worst
"Hallelujah,
part
I'm
about
better."
like being sick, at least for me, is like once you finally start to feel better, you still don't know if you can trust your farts.
Yeah.
So you like go to let one go, and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna go sit on the toilet for this one. This one feels rough.
Dude, after this last one, like the day I started feeling better, I was just farting like all day long.
Did it
Couldn't
scare you?
stop. Yeah, a little bit. like every 5 minutes, like, and it was like I was getting like massive amounts of pressure like in there, and I was just like every like 5 minutes. At least I wasn't shitting anymore though.
That was crazy. That was not fun. Don't get that.
I'm hoping I don't.
Don't.
There's a few people that got it.
Yeah.
He's at work too.
Yeah, Mason had to call out for a day because he got it. I'm not sure if anybody else did or not, but that was not
Yeah,
fun.
One of my drivers had it too.
I tried so hard to go to work on Wednesday. So I woke up at like 1-ish, and then I laid on the bathroom floor for a while and just couldn't move. And then my boss was trying to get me to go to work till like 5. And I was like, dude, I can't get off my toilet. Sorry, dude.
Like, can I bring a porta potty with me? We'll be good.
Well, he was like, I'll just put you in a pickup. I was like, I can't move. And then I wanted to go to work on Thursday, but I hadn't eaten or drinking anything the day before. So it was like 30 something hours at that point. And my body was just dead and I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. That was not fun. Shitty. Literally.
Seems about
Bullshit.
accurate.
Bullshit.
I got real lucky though with timing because like AJ's cousin had the baby on Thursday. When did I miss? Thursday, Friday?
Yeah.
You just said Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday, Friday. I missed Thursday,
Thursday,
Friday.
Friday.
So AJ's cousin had the baby Thursday, and then my parents had her Friday. So I was just like home alone all day long. It was cool.
Do people
Sick.
try to break into your house and you set booby traps?
Literal booby traps.
Yeah.
Shake your boobies.
It was so cold
Shake
there,
your
so it was like, twing. It was actually like 78 degrees in my house, so it wasn't cold at all. But
I
was
hate
cold.
when you're sick and you can't get warm.
Yeah.
That's like 90 degrees in your house and you still have like 3 blankets and 2 layers of clothing on.
Yep.
You're like, fuck.
That's what I was doing Friday. I couldn't.
It's so awful.
Couldn't get over it.
I did that once. I had like 2 jackets on. I had the heat turned up to like 75 or 76, and then I had like 3 blankets on me and all the hoods on and a beanie.
And you're still sitting
And
there like,
I was sitting on the couch just like, and like the first layer was just like completely
Drenched?
soaked. Yeah. And my wife's like, you should probably go to the hospital. I'm like, just sweating it out.
Just sweating it out.
That's always my thing. I'll do everything I can to avoid going to the hospital.
Yeah.
I just hate paying pointless medical bills.
Me too.
Mm.
It'll go away
Especially
eventually.
because like you show up there and they're like, oh yeah, it's a cold. You'll be fine in 2 days.
Just take this. You're fine.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay for that too.
Go get some.
It sucks when you're like
Dayquil.
you're sick for like however long your work requires you to go and get a doctor's note to be out. 'Cause you're like, I know what it is. I don't want to go and like have the doctor tell me what I already know just so that like my work will believe me.
Yeah.
I just think it's dumb, like that thing I was telling you earlier
Yeah.
on Facebook where it was a meme. It was like, the first line was like, boss, oh yeah, you can get sick time here. If you're ever sick, just use it. And then the second line was like me, oh, okay, I'm sick, I'm going to use my sick time. And then the third line was, boss, yeah, but can you just come to work though? It's so fucking stupid how that's how work is.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, you know, they want you to come to work, but
I mean, I want to go to work.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd much rather
rather-
be at work than be sick.
I'd rather save my sick time for an injury.
no. I just know if I'm sick and I don't go to work, it's because I'm actually really sick. Unlike your superhero ass, you just go to work sick.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
If I'm too sick, I'm not going to work. I know
Dude,
Patrick's the same.
If I'm glued to the toilet, I'm getting paid for that bitch.
Well, I got paid, just not in my 40-hour bank paid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I said that?
Yeah.
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 It's like I got paid,
Yeah.
just not.
Yeah, if I'm too sick, I won't go to work.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't get those superhero guys who do that. Like, I literally couldn't even crawl out of my house and go to work if I wanted to on Thursday. You would have went to work. I wouldn't. I couldn't.
I went into work and puked a couple times and was like, I'll try and stick it out. And then I got to the point where I couldn't trust a fart. So I was like, fuck this, I'm going home.
Yeah. Yeah. if it's to the point where like I need to call out, I'll go in anyways and then try. And then if it doesn't work out, then I just go to the boss and be like, hey, I'm bouncing.
I mean, I guess it really depends on the job. Like with our job, I
Yeah.
couldn't have done
Yeah.
that.
This job's way harder
Sick.
to do. It's too
Some jobs
physical.
you can
With-
go to work sick. but-
With my job, like, it's hard because, like, you can barely breathe as it is with as much dust as in the air. And if you're sick and you're just, like, constantly breathing in the dust, it just makes you cough more.
tight.
I'm just curious. I wish I could hear what they were saying about me those 2 days, because everything that's going on at work, I'm
Yeah.
sure some shit was being spread around there. It's really great. Pretty sure
Probably
they were all thinking that I was
Looking for a new
yeah.
fucking job.
That's what they thought when I was sick.
That's what they think when anybody calls out sick.
Well, I had talked to somebody and they had said that somebody had said they thought I had an interview or some shit. It was probably Austin.
Yeah.
It's really you and Austin I talked to at
You
work.
had an interview with your toilet.
Yeah, seriously. I
Did
was
you get the
interv-
job?
They worked me over.
Did some overtime.
Yeah, I put in some overtime on that bitch.
Worked 36 hours straight.
Basically. I think out of that 48 hours that I was off of work, I was probably on that toilet for 20-something hours. No joke.
Sick.
My toilet seat, I have one of those cushion ones. It's now blue.
Blue?
Blue.
Why?
Because if you sit on those for too long and the pressure that builds up in them, it turns it blue. Because you know how the cushion ones, they go up and down and up and down. when
His
you sit on
water
them or
bill's
whatever?
gonna be like $50 more a month from flushing so much.
Probably, dude.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, because I wasn't barfing in my shit. I would flush it before I barf.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna
So-
barf in your shit. That's
So it was like
terrible.
shit, flush, barf, flush, shit, flush, barf, flush, barf, flush. God, fuck.
Why didn't you just have like a bucket so you could barf and shit at the same time?
I was puking a lot.
And
I didn't want to find a bucket. It was easier to just flip around.
yeah, but then you could have just like dumped the puke in the shit and saved money.
Wasn't running through my head.
I don't know if that's worth the couple cents it costs to
Yeah,
flush the toilet.
That wasn't running through my head whatsoever.
Like, oh, I gotta save that 2 cents. Fuck.
I just pinch my asshole while I search the house for a fucking bucket.
You know how when you really have to puke and you try to like keep your mouth closed and it builds up and then just explodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my asshole was doing. I couldn't have pinched that closed if I wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I'd be walking and it would just...
You're just like waddling to the toilet. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I hate the unexpected sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you feel totally fine and then I don't know you're like, oh fuck.
Well, that's how it was on Wednesday night when I went to bed at like 9 o'clock. I was just feeling kind of, whatever. I just thought I was really tired.
Dude, mine hit midday at work. It was like hit noon or around noon, 1 o'clock, and I just got really tired. Like I couldn't even stay awake.
Well, that morning you were like, "Oh fuck, dude, I'm sick," and I thought you just had what I had over the weekend, just like a cold.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope, he didn't.
I remember last year, around April, around the time I started my job, I came home from work, and I was fine. I was just like filling up, like getting a drink of water or something. And then I was like, I'm lightheaded. So I had to go sit down for a second. And I was like, I'm going to fucking puke. I had to sprint to the bathroom, and I still barely made it to the toilet. And like, it's not that long of a distance from my couch to my toilet. And I almost pooped my pants because I was puking so hard. It was like putting pressure on my bowels, and I almost like, yeah,
Have you ever not made it to the toilet before as an adult?
yeah.
I changed my underwear 3 times in those 48 hours.
I mean, I've done like little bits where there's just like a little spot,
Well,
but like they're
they weren't bad. It was just mostly farts that I was testing them out. See if I was better.
But I mean, have you ever like full on shit your pants?
Oh, I've never like full on shit my pants.
I've sharted many times. I've never.
That's true.
Full on shit.
In our group, it is
Yeah, I've
known
sharted
as
a
the
bunch.
Scott when you shart because you do it so
Yeah,
frequently.
that's true.
I don't do it that often.
I do it a lot.
The only time I could, like, I had this time where I was only like, I think I was like 15. I don't know, but I was like in the bathroom, had the pants down, and I was turning my ass towards the toilet, and I sat down, I look on the floor, and there's just like a trail of liquid poop, and I'm like, fuck. I think that's the worst that I've had in the last, I mean,
I hate those ones where like
Many
you run
years.
into the bathroom and you're like, oh, 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 oh. And then you like, as you're bending down to poo, it like starts falling out. And you're like, did it all make it in the toilet? And you have to like wait until you're done pooping to like look, because
do you guys ever check like
those photo finishes.
like you get done and then you pull up your pants and you like just check your ass in the mirror, make sure you didn't like get any on your pants?
Yeah,
No.
You never
I
done
feel.
that?
I don't look. I feel.
you just
Oh.
feel.
Oh, that's fair. That's probably a good.
I'm
good
just
way
kind
to
of
do it.
jealous of your guys' bathrooms because your toilet and bathtub are like side by side. So if you got both going on, you could just.
Oh, I've done that.
Mine
I've done that
just
a few
can't.
times.
I can't. It's too far. I'm not that linky.
Yeah, your toilet's really far away from the bathtub.
My bathroom's a piece of shit.
The bathroom's just shaped weird.
My house is fucking shaped weird. I hate my house.
Like
Yeah.
your miniature closet.
Everything's
bedroom.
super far away in your bathroom. Like the toilet's like way in the corner, and then the bathtub's in the other corner, and then the fucking like countertops like in the other corner.
Yeah, you could make your kitchen way bigger if you just scooted it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I can
well.
just buy a new house.
Hey, man,
Fuck that house.
you could do that too.
I hate that house.
Yeah.
We're waiting until she's like 2, and then we're gonna look for a new house. I think.
Where are you gonna move to?
Out of that fucking house. I don't know. Somewhere.
I don't know if you got this, but not that house.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wait until now that I'm gonna be starting school here soon. We're gonna wait until I'm done with schooling before we try and get a new house.
I'm just gonna stay in mine.
Our house isn't big enough for all of his shit and all of my shit. And
I don't understand how you guys say your house isn't big enough. Your house is huge.
Yeah, your house is ginormous.
well, it's the layout. The layout doesn't really work.
That's fair.
Well, it would work if you guys would make it work.
I guess it would be a different story if you had like a real garage that you could like actually store shit in
Yeah. Instead of storing it like
everywhere else.
yeah.
Because when you have a garage, it's
Yeah,
it's
yes.
super nice. You just fill that bitch full of shelves and you have endless amounts of storage.
Yeah. We want more rooms too, so that like he can have his own playroom
Mhm.
instead of having like all of his toys be out in the living room. Instead of trying to cram it in like his bedroom with
I guess that makes sense.
yeah.
You just need like one more room in here.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
had
I
that
can see that.
when I was a kid. We had a playroom.
Yeah.
Like we had my bedroom on the upstairs, and in the basement we had a big playroom. Like it was kind of like the size of this room. It was like a big playroom for the kids when I was really little.
Yeah, this house was good until his birthday and Christmas, and then he just got way too many fucking toys. That's why we had to do this shit. So that he had more room for his toys.
Garbage can. He only needs one toy.
He's got my attention span. He'll play with the toy for about 3 seconds and then get distracted and run to another one.
Yeah, but if he only has one, he'll get distracted and run back to the same one.
We gave him a box to play in the other day.
So I was gonna say, just
Dude
give him a
loved
box or a basket.
Like climb in and out
Kids
of
love
it.
that shit.
And then he'd like start talking to himself. And then he'd go and grab a toy and bring it over and put it in there. Start talking to the toy. And then throw the toy out, go grab another toy and come back and start talking to that one. And then he'd grab the one that he already threw out.
Kids are cool, man. I wish I could be a kid again.
I wish I could entertain myself like that.
I can. It's easy.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
For 3 hours straight.
Uh-huh.
With your little action figures.
Yeah, seriously. I do it all the time. I did that the other day. I think it was last.
He was laying next
It was
to the
last
toilet.
Monday,
The only
'cause
thing he
that
could
was when I
do
did
was
work.
While he was
play,
puking,
yeah.
he was...
Ugh, pew,
Nah,
pew,
man.
pew,
It was
pew.
last
He
Monday.
was making Hulk sounds while he was puking.
No, it was when I put Kaylee down for her nap. She took like a 4-hour nap, so I just played with my toys. It was a good time. You guys are missing out.
I still think we should start a YouTube channel called Scott's Playtime.
It's really fun. You guys come. Not. You're not invited. You wouldn't do
That's
it.
private
You
time.
wouldn't do it.
If you record it, we'll edit it for you
But
and
I
put
do
it up
it
on YouTube.
naked.
Yeah.
You can blur it out. He's blurred my wiener out.
That's true.
You don't film yourself doing it. You just like
Yeah,
talk
it's
down
like
to you.
POV.
You put like a tripod right here.
Yeah, but
and
that's
then
not as fun because like my boobies are like mounds.
You play with them on you. He lays down and he's like, "Jump over that dick, bitch."
And Thor's like, I'm the only one worthy, and picks it up and
I'm gonna go take this call. It's my aunt.
Bye, aunt.
okay, bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful. It feels so good to not be sick anymore, though, for real.
Yeah, it feels good not to be tired.
I'm gonna blame you for giving that to me because you had it first. So fuck you.
I was only around you for like 30 seconds,
And
we were like outside for half of it.
well, I'm still gonna blame it on you. I don't have another.
I don't know where I
explanation,
got it
so-
from.
So fuck that guy. Do you know that Aaron is like getting a clan of people to go to the gym with him every day now?
Tight. I'm gonna go.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't think you. What happened to your like jogging and yoga?
I still work out every day.
Do you?
Mhm.
You still do yoga? That's cute.
I haven't been doing yoga.
What do you do?
I've been thinking about it though, because I'm not as stretchy as I used to be.
What are you doing for working out nowadays?
Doing the push-ups and the pull-ups
You do pull-ups?
and the weights.
Can you do a whole one?
I could do like almost 3 now.
Wow.
I could only
that's
do
probably 3 more than I could do.
one. When I first started, I could
probably
do
one maybe.
I could do barely one.
do you
It's getting
like
there.
do you do the dead pull-up or do you do like your first one you like jump and pull yourself up? Or do you just
Oh,
do,
when I
like, a
first
dead
started
weight?
doing it, I was doing the jump one, and then because what I was doing is I would jump up, and then I would let myself down slowly, and like to try to build the strength.
Mhm.
And now that I can actually do one full one, I just start dead and pull up.
You seen those dudes who do it and they're like they pull up and then they go from like side to side.
Yeah, they pull up and they
Yeah, and then
they
like,
go down.
and then they like turn their bodies like sideways so their feet are out like
Yeah.
here, and then they'll go the other. Fucking fuck, man.
I don't need to do anything like that. I just
Or like that shit on Arrow where he like has the bar and he's like
yeah.
goes up each fucking ring. That shit's crazy. One day I'll never be able to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a thing there.
I'm back.
Was it important?
No, but I wasn't sure, especially with like my grandpa just getting out of the hospital and
That's
stuff.
true.
I wasn't sure because she never calls me.
How
So
many pull-ups can you do?
like pull-ups or like
Yeah.
Like a pull up.
I don't know.
Not Pampers. Like a pull up.
I don't know.
Tight.
At least one.
Chris can do 3.
Yeah. 3.
Are we talking like this way or this way?
Whatever way makes you feel
A
better.
fucking pull
Well,
up.
There's a like if you're in the army or like stuff like that, they make you do them this way.
We're not in the
Not
army,
this way.
Patrick.
That's why I'm asking.
I do mine this way.
I can do at least one. I don't know. I haven't tried in a while.
I think I could do maybe 1, perhaps. I have a lot of dead weight, so but I lost 3 pounds.
Nice.
So maybe 1.5.
Maybe 1.
I feel like with as strong as you are, you'd just be able to like pump them out.
No,
Because like, he's way stronger than me by far.
it's fucking
Are we,
weird.
okay, so are we allowed to like assist ourselves by like?
No, you can't do the jump pull up.
Okay,
You have to start dead weight.
yeah, I can do at least one.
Nice.
So my strength is like fucking weird, right? So I'm super fucking strong, but not like weight strong. If I go on like a bench,
Yeah.
I can't do a whole lot. You know, it's weird. But then you guys have seen me move some like really fucking heavy shit. I don't know how to explain that.
And you're like a stump.
Does
You
that make
can't fucking move him if you.
Does
no
that
matter
make
how hard you
sense? Like
Yeah.
I can't do like weightlifting
Yeah.
strength, but I can move fucking anything.
I bet
Well,
you.
that's because there's like techniques and stuff that go into like weightlifting and stuff that make it easier.
That's true.
I'm sure if you like learn the proper techniques, you could do it.
Okay. Okay, there you go. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah, I've always just thought that was weird.
Yeah, because like you know, like how to move stuff because it's like what you do, but going in and weightlifting and like training your body to do that, it's a whole different like game because there's techniques and stuff and proper ways to do it so that you don't hurt yourself or tear your muscles.
Thanks for explaining
If
that
you
to
don't
me. I
tear your
never knew.
muscles, you did it wrong.
Well, you
Well,
want to
that's
get
true.
like microscopic tears, but you don't want to like tear the muscle.
No, you just ripped that bitch wide open.
I'm ripped, and not in a good way.
That's why they say ripped.
I've always wondered why that is, but now I know. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I was talking out my ass, but it sounded
But
legit.
it actually
it
makes
sounds
sense,
legit
though.
and makes
No,
sense.
That actually does.
Well, that's all
make
you got to
sense.
do for the internet. Just like sound like you know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, so did you read that on the internet then?
No, I read that in my dome.
No, that actually does really make sense.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna come and be like, "You guys are fucking retarded."
Well, then
That's
I
true.
challenge him to a duel.
What
kind of duel?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, I could beat anybody in fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. I was the Yu-Gi-Oh champ.
Hell
Was, which means he got beaten at some point.
Yeah.
Everybody quit playing. So,
He was so
so I had to
good.
move on.
They all quit.
I retired.
I retired as champion. Do you guys know McGregor's fighting again?
Yeah, in 8
Yeah,
days.
I heard about that.
Are we gonna watch it?
Well, it's actually 7 days now. It's on ESPN Plus.
So probably not.
So I don't. Do you guys have Disney Plus yet?
Nope.
Yep.
Fuck you! I wasn't talking to you. I know you have it.
Oh.
asshole.
Well,
So
you could have
there,
said, Patrick, do you have Disney Plus?
there.
yet?
Well, I was looking at Patrick. There is a subscription that comes with ESPN Plus.
I have that one
Do you?
because it also comes with Hulu. So I canceled my Hulu and got that one.
Yeah, my parents got us Disney Plus, but they didn't get that package.
Uh-huh.
So since Chris has ESPN Plus,
We're going to his
we're
house to
going to
watch
his
it.
house to watch it.
Sick. We'll be there next Saturday.
Tight.
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 I guess you're off the hook for $7.99.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
I'm down.
Look at you actually being useful for once.
Cha.
It's pretty much a shit ass card, but McGregor and Cowboy are on it. So
Yeah, I just want to see if McGregor actually still knows how to fight because it's been so long.
in fact, it's McGregor versus Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Chris is like,
Pretty sure he
Yay.
remembers how to
I
fight.
don't know who they are.
I don't know. He got his ass handed to him in his last couple fights. So
Well, one of them was a fucking boxing match, and he actually did really good.
I'm not talking about that one.
Well, that was one of his last couple fights. He had that one, and then he had one more.
Okay, his
UFC
last
fight.
UFC
Yeah,
fights.
there you go.
The one kind of wasn't his fault because he was like training to fight someone else, and then he ended up having to fight
Yeah,
someone else.
whatever.
But you should always be prepared.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not curious. I'm excited.
Is he in the same weight class he's always been, or is he like jumping up one again?
Same class.
Word.
Chris is like, yay, fighting.
We'll bring
Yay."
beer.
We don't need to. We still got shit.
Yeah, my top shelf of my fridge
His beer.
is all beer.
Hell yeah. Well, I drank my entire 12-pack. That I left one lemonade there for your wife because they're gross.
Nice.
I think I need to find a new beer. Bud's not doing
You're
it for me
bringing Reds
anymore.
back.
I'm not doing Reds. Like a beer, not like a juice beer. Like a beer. I think I
Yeah.
might switch to Coors for a while.
Coors is good. I
I
have
like
some of
Coors.
those in my house.
Bud's just not doing it for me. I can have like a couple, and then there's
That's fair.
I don't know. They don't taste the same as 5%.
We're bringing UV vodka back.
No, we're not.
You go ahead
Nope.
and you do that.
That's yeah. You have fun with that one, pal.
I'll pick you up in the emergency room when you're done.
Admission into my house is one shot. Just kidding. Fuck that. I'm good. I ain't going home if that's the case.
I'll
I
just bring
tried to
trash
take a
cans
shot.
and just watch this fight from outside in your backyard.
I tried to take
You
a
wouldn't
shot.
have
Patrick
to watch
on
the
New
fight.
Year's.
You'd be in the fight.
He said no.
That's because I had to drive.
I know. Just saying. He said no. That was my year one chance. Not really. That's
I mean,
a
I
big
guess I
deal.
could have taken a shot and then left before you started trying to fight everyone.
One shot wouldn't have done anything.
He'd been fine.
One shot.
I've seen you take one shot and try and fight people.
One shot wouldn't have done anything. Depends on what we were shoots to.
Definitely not tequila.
Well, instead of fighting, I would have tried to be fucking.
And then people would have denied you, and then you would have tried to fight them.
Depends on who was trying to fuck. And who said no.
Any of your friends.
Eh.
You pretty much fucked Isaac with that slap.
Yeah, I did. Dude, his ass was broken.
Dude,
you
he
see
still
my
had
hand?
he had a bruise like a week later.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, when we were over at his house on Saturday,
I got him real good.
he showed us, and you could still see a handprint, and it was bruised.
Oh, yeah.
It was like line, and then a circle.
I got him so fucking hard. I don't know what made me want to hit him so hard.
He
He
was
told me it's
so-
because he was being annoyingly drunk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He was so
was.
scared
I
to
told
like
him that.
show his ass.
Yeah.
Like I was like bend over, and he would like immediately just pulled his pants up and like was like no. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
I bet
Yeah, I
that's
was
the
like,
last
Scott
time
said
that
he did
happens
it
for a while.
because you were annoying him because of how drunk you were, and he goes, "That's fair. I was pretty drunk."
Yeah,
So
was.
he wasn't mad.
That's good. It's so funny that I left before Clint showed up again.
Yeah.
I pulled the whole "hey, your beer's broken" thing to him like 3 times. So he tried to hide it one time, but his ring hit the top of his beer bottle, and I heard it, and I was like, "Oh, that's an empty beer," which makes me sound like an alcoholic that I can tell the difference between like an empty beer.
It
Yes,
does.
Yeah. So I opened a beer and handed it to Mike, and I went, "Hey, give this to Chris. Clint's beer's broken." And he's like, "I didn't want you to see that." And I was like, "I didn't see it. I heard it." And he goes, "Fuck."
How late were you guys all there that night?
We left probably what 11:30,
I don't think you were there that late. I think it was only like 10.
10:30, maybe 11. I don't know, somewhere around there.
I really wanted to go home, and then I got home, and I was like, fuck, I should have stayed. I'm bored.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed.
It was actually
Mike and his girlfriend gave me a ride home. I got to see the house that they're buying.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
It's kind of a similar layout to yours. Well,
Is it also a piece of shit?
no, it's actually really nice.
My house
They
is a
already
piece of
started
shit.
talking to me about, "Hey, we need your help doing tile work." And I said, "Nope. I'll help you tear the carpet out, but I ain't laying tile."
Dude, flooring sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have Chris do it. He's like a pro.
That's
No.
what I
He'll
said.
do
I said,
hardwood.
"Chris knows how to do it. If you want someone to help you, ask Chris." Sorry, bud.
Yeah, but
Oops.
like, I just made Justin do it.
They got a big ass garage in the backyard, which is sick,
Yeah, that's where we're gonna party.
and
at.
lots of places for
Is that
people
where
to park.
band practices?
Sure.
No, that's where we're gonna party at. It's gonna be a man party cave.
It's literally right down the street from my barber.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dude, so you can go get your hair cut and then go get
So,
your drink
like,
on.
Barber here, like house this way, house this way.
So,
Barber's here. This is the barber.
okay. So,
Here's the bowling alley.
it's one street down from the barber. So,
Jesus Christ. Is the street this way or this way?
it's towards my house.
Okay, so bowling alley. It's right here.
Bowling alley's past the barber.
I know. This is the bowling alley. This is the barber.
So, it would be down here.
No. This way is towards your house.
No.
Yes.
This is just a perfect example of how retards figure out how to get places.
Okay. So, if you go towards the barber from my house,
Right.
the street before you get to the barber,
'Kay.
you turn there.
Okay, so it's after the bowling alley.
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Yes. Barber, bowling alley, Patrick's house.
Google Maps.
Google Maps.
So Mike's house is your juice.
Sure.
If we ever get lost and we have no phones,
We're fucked.
No, I'm really good at finding addresses. If you give me an address, I'll find it.
I don't know the address.
yeah, it's gonna be where his vape is, 3 streets down from the juice.
I'm really good at finding places, okay?
You're really good at creating maps too.
I thought so.
So, there's a barber.
Right.
It's down this street.
Jesus Christ. So it's after the fucking barber.
No, it's not. Look. Here's my house. Right here. You go up this way. It's before the barber. Because the barber's there.
Uh-huh.
It's in this street.
Well, when you first pointed at it, you said it was right here.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
I
did.
was zoomed in, and I said it's this one.
I thought you pointed down.
No, it's this one.
Okay. Okay. That's horse shit.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Now we got that all squared away.
Where can they find us, Scott? Now that you're feeling better.
3 more minutes, you guys would have to fight it out.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Are we going to announce what we're going to do for a video, or are we just going to do it? We're making a video
No.
next weekend.
We don't know what we're doing yet.
We'll
We're
just
making a
do it.
video next weekend.
Expect a video.
Watch for that.
Where can they find us?
Well, normally when I get in my car and I'm headed to the podcast and I get here,
Chris, where can they find us?
On the social medias.
Oh, I was going to do it to him, too.
and then when I get here, I get out of my car and I walk in the door without knocking and I say, housekeeping. And then I walk downstairs
Is this
and I
going
sit in my
somewhere?
chair and that's where they can find me. We're also on Snapchat.
I told you how much I fucking hate this guy.
We're also on Snapchat
And Twitter.
and Facebook and Instagram. They're pretty much all Dems to rules.
Everything's Dems to rules except for
Twitter.
Instagram, which is
Instagram.
DDR Podcast. So you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Dems the rules,
Instagram.
Dems the rules, Dems the rules, DDR podcast.
Find us on,
Snapchat, Dems the rules.
yeah, that one. Stitcher,
Dems the
Spotify,
rules, Dems the rules,
iTunes.
Dems the rules. Podcast, Dems the rules, podcast,
And the YouTubes.
Dems the rules. With a bunch of letters.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to bring it down.
Don't forget to subscribe and smash that there like button. Yeehaw! Okay, bye.
Bye.